Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. And if you're new here, thank you for stopping by. Um, my name is Tiffany and this is my channel. I usually do a lot of planner content stuff. So this is only my second video ever doing like a forward facing, like my face facing the camera video, because I prefer to show you guys my planners as opposed to my face. But so today I thought it would be fun to do like another like Q&A. I posted on my Instagram, on my YouTube community tab, and then also like I posed the question last week's plan with me, and I got a lot of like really good questions. None of them were like I don't want to answer those. Some of them are kind of interesting. So yeah, thought that would be fun. I did want to give you guys like a really quick update. I will not be doing a plan with me probably for the next like 2 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks or so. Today is Sunday, May 22nd, and I'm scheduled to have surgery on the 24th this month. So I'll probably be out of commission for at least a minimum, if I can talk, of 2 weeks. Nothing alarming. It's something that's been scheduled. So I'll, be focusing on like healing and all that stuff. So I probably won't be doing a lot of videos. I'll have this video going hopefully up on Sunday, and then I plan to film my end of month May flip in my personal ring planner, and that should be going up probably Thursday. I'll probably get it filmed like today or tomorrow, and then just have it scheduled to go. But yeah. So anyway, that's a quick update. We had like a lot of illness in our house this week. My oldest daughter got sick first, then she passed it on to me, then I passed it on to my youngest child. So I'm still kind of cruddy. Today's probably the first day I felt good in a while, and since last Tuesday. But yeah, so we've been battling that too. It wasn't COVID. It's just like, I think it's like the time of year we usually get like sinus infections and all that stuff. So that's fun. I have my coffee here. I always feel like my videos are long because I talk a lot. So, just preparing you for a long video. All right. Going with a sip of coffee. And just so you guys know, true to planner girl fashion, I do have all of my questions written down in my content section of my planner. So I'm just gonna go down the list. Like, there's no particular order of these questions. The first question that I have written down is, what is your job? So I am a school social worker. I currently work with elementary age kids. I've been doing that for about 4 years. I really enjoy it. And I will be challenged in the upcoming school year to work with middle school kids. So that'll be new. So yeah, that's what I do. I also serve as one of the supervisors on the team. So I also supervise a team of about 7 other social workers, and just provide them with like weekly support. Like, I visit their schools weekly and all that stuff. So there's a lot of aspects to my job, and my job can sometimes be really stressful. Next question I got was, what did you get your degree in? My degree is in social work. So I graduated with my undergrad in 2007, December 2007, and went straight to work as a social worker. I've always worked as a social worker since graduating, in a lot of different fields. And then I decided to go back and get my master's. So back in the early 2000s, there were a lot more opportunities for bachelor's level social workers, whereas now it's pretty much the standard for you to have your master's if you are looking for any type of employment, particularly being in management type or leadership type positions. So the time was right for me to go back and get my master's. So that's what I did. So both of my degrees are in social work. Also undergrad, I had a double major, so I also have a degree in psychology as well. What's your favorite food? Ooh, I have a lot of foods that I like. I like tacos a lot. I like street tacos. I also like pizza. Pizza is one of my favorites. Like, I could eat pizza a lot. And then I love some Filipino food. I love lumpia. I love pancit. I love fried rice. So those are like my favorites. I also like ice cream. Like, I love like some ice cream sandwiches. Does that count? I love ice cream. So those are my favorites. And then if you want to know what my favorite drink is, it's coffee. I drink coffee like pretty much all day, every day. And I do usually like all throw in like a bottle of water for every cup of coffee I drink, just to kind of create some type of balance in my life. So yeah, how many Tombos do you have? That's a good question. Let me turn around and get, I think these are all my Tombos. Oh, there's one right here. So, and I'm talking about this thing that I got from the planner spot. So these are my Tombos. I just have them like shoved in here. I feel like I probably have more like shoved away or that I've given to my kids, but these are the ones that I have. So let me pull them out. Move it to the side. So these are my Tombos. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So this is 13 Tombos. 2 of them are like the exact same color. I think it's 761. I have 2 of 761. And I'm trying to like grow my collection a little bit and have a little bit more variety in my colors. Because for a long time, I just kind of went with like the 942, 990, 990, but I'm really starting to add more color and more variety to my Tombos. That's probably a better way to see them. And I love getting my Tombos from Michael's because you can like buy them individually, and there's nothing more fun than like going to Tombos and like swatching all the Tombos. So as if I see a Tombow I like or I'm looking for, like I'll either go to my local Michael's or I'll just order it online. So yeah, that's all my Tombos. I'm gonna put it back in my little pouch. I usually keep this pouch on my desk, and usually, if you were wondering, this is not a question, but I'll go ahead and explain it, is this is where like I keep everything, all like my most used like planner stuff. So I keep like my Tombos, like my favorite pens, and then on the inside is where my washi tape is. So I like to have this just to kind of lay in the bed with me when I if I journal or like memory keep or whatever. So that's pretty fun. Would you ever try A6 rings? Next question. I don't think like I'm against trying A6 rings. I don't like pocket size, and I feel like A6 is like a big version of pocket, basically. So like I'm not like, if somebody was like, here's a Gillio in A6 size, like I feel fairly certain that I would probably try A6 rings. But like I don't really have a desire to try A6 rings. And I think it's more so just because like, I think I've explained it in previous videos, is I like my long, narrow inserts like this, because I'm more naturally a lister, I guess is the best way I can describe that. So I would never say never, but like I don't really have a desire to try A6 rings. Like I'm not curious about the size or anything like that. So probably, yeah. If that answers your question, like I wouldn't say no, because never say never is what I've learned with planning. But yeah, I don't know. All right, how do you get so much done? I think I've addressed this in like other videos. I don't know. I just go and do. So I try to list out everything that needs to be done, and I try to like organize my days so that I can get stuff done. I have been extremely unproductive in the month of May, and I think it's just because like I was like worn out and exhausted from school and work and all that stuff. So I really haven't been doing as much as I typically do. I think I didn't realize how tired I was until I stopped. But I am a natural lister. I'm also a naturally like really hyper and energetic person, and I'm extremely task oriented. So if I know a task has to get done, I just get it. I think a lot of those are built into my personality. And that can be a strength and a weakness to me. But I also always mention that I have a really strong, solid support system. I have it in a partner and my husband. I have really good kids. I have a very supportive family. My parents are amazing. They are willing to step in and help anytime they can. I have an older brother not an older brother. I have a younger brother who is very involved. I have like my aunt is very involved. Like I just have like a really big like support system. I also have like a really great support system and friends. And so I think it helps like having that support system so that I can accomplish all the things that I can't accomplish. But like just day to day, like I know what I have to do and I have to get it done. And so I just list out all the things. And then typically I'll prioritize them based on like level of urgency, level of need, type situation. That's the social worker and me, where we assess for safety first, crisis safety, all that stuff. And then we kind of go down the list, and I kind of do that a lot in my life. And so I think that helps me. I also am one of those, like if it's a task that can be knocked out in like 2 to 3 minutes, I just go ahead and knock it out, like, and get done. Like there are so many days, like I sit here and I'm like, I really don't want to do that. But if it's something that's not going to take me long, just get it off my list. So anyway, I hope that made sense. But there are many days I feel like I don't get a lot done, to be honest with you. Today is one of those days, but it's okay. This whole week has been one of those weeks, to be honest with you. All right. I'm going to put my planner in front of me so that way I'm not like continuing to turn. What are some planner trends opinions that you aren't on board with? Oh man, that one's hard. Because I do fall victim. I do. Do you guys fall victim to like trends in the community? I really think that, let me come back to that one. I'm gonna come back to that one because I need to think about that, because I'm like, what are some trends that I don't like? All right. So what advice do you give someone starting a YouTube channel? Ooh, that's a good one. Just start it. Like, just pull out your phone or whatever you're filming on and just start a YouTube channel. Just film. My first YouTube video was so weird and awkward, and I'm still kind of weird and awkward. But like everything doesn't have to be perfect for you to like have your YouTube channel. You can grow with your channel. You can get more comfortable doing it. If that makes sense. Like, I'm more comfortable now in front of the camera than I was a year and a few months ago when I first started this. I used to like film videos and then refilm them because I feel like I was so awkward. But just know, like, you're not gonna get better at it if you don't practice it. Even if like you just turn on the camera and just practice like talking to the camera. And don't focus on like the equipment. Like there's plenty of, like, all of my equipment is like really low cost stuff that I found on Amazon. Aside from my phone, I still have an iPhone XR. That's what I film on. And then I have like this little, that's what I'm like connected to right now. I have like this ring light contraption that I got from Amazon for like 25, 26 bucks. It still works fine. And then I have like this little arm that I use to film like my Plan With Me videos. And that's what I use. So it's just easier just to start. It's not going to be perfect. And then utilize like free resources like Canva. Canva is where I still make like my thumbnails. Like, they're not perfect. Like nothing I do is perfect, and nothing that anybody I think is going to do is perfect. Just make it fun and just start, and don't worry about perfection, because you'll find your people. Like I think that's like what I've learned is like, I'm not for everybody. I'm not going to be everybody's cup of tea, and I think I'm okay with that. But like, you'll find your people, and you'll find your audience, and you'll find your voice, and you'll find what your your purpose or whatever is for your channel. And so just start. So you need like a phone and a tripod of some sort to hold your phone. And that's it. You don't have to have anything fancy or perfect. I literally have a window right there, and this is typically my filming spot. And I typically don't use artificial lighting. I typically just use natural light to film. And so that's what I say. Just have fun with it, and then just promote it. Like, I was so nervous my first YouTube video, and then there were like so many kind people in the planner community that were like, good job, yay, start a YouTube channel. Like, the amount of support that people in this community will throw at you is amazing. So count on that, and you'll have like you'll really build some like good relationships and friendships and things like that through your channel. So it's pretty fun. I like it. Like, I really do. It's because I like to talk. I'm chatty. All right, let me get myself situated here. So I hope that was helpful. But yeah, just start. How do you use your planner to maintain work-life balance? So right now I'm not doing a very good job of that. I'll just be honest with you because um I feel like since February, like work has like infiltrated my life and I work a lot of hours that I probably don't need to be working and all of that stuff. But I feel like for me, number one is I have a separate work planner. And a lot of what I do is confidential, so it is important that I have a separate work planner for that. But I also feel like having that separation creates that separation in my life that gives me the opportunity to try to create more balance. I also think using your planner to schedule time away from work, to not do work tasks is important too. And I know, again, sometimes things just don't go as planned. That's life. But I don't put work tasks in my planner unless it's like a meeting that disrupts my typical work day. Like if I have work tasks, like those go in my work planner. So I'm really big on like separating that. Um, and then really just having, if you can, like have a hard cutoff time of like this is it for me unless an emergency arises. And it has, I, as I've gotten older and deeper into my 30s, is I've learned the value of boundaries, and I think my planner has helped me like set work boundaries in a way that I probably didn't have those in my 20s. So I think being able to set those boundaries in your planner by saying at 5 o'clock or whatever time you get off work. Like I typically get off work at 3:30 because I start at 7:30. At 3:30, like I'm not doing any more work tasks unless an emergency arises. And that that goes into like my daily, like my daily schedule. See, my daily schedule. And so like I don't always need a schedule, but I will write stuff in my schedule to remind me, okay, it's family time, it's dinner time, things of that nature. So I think that's important. Then that can help. So gosh, I hope that made sense. What are the best and what are the most difficult parts of your job? There, to me, I feel like there's a lot of like good parts that are also the hard parts, because let me get myself situated. Um, in the line of work that I do, without like going into details, is sometimes we hear like really heavy things and it weighs very heavily on us. But being able to provide some type of assistance, provide some type of support, be that caring, consistent adult for students, for me is a really good part of my job. I love it. Like I like there's a kid that I worked with my first year. I'm trying not to go into like too much detail. And this kid is gonna be going into high school, and the amount of growth, I still check on this kid. The amount of growth that I've seen this kid have over the past 4.5 years has been tremendous. And the fact that I'm a person that this student has identified as a safe adult that they can talk to is amazing. And so it's things like that. And I know that's like so cliche, but I love it. Like I love like when I see the kids smile, and I like when, when they see me and they're like, Miss Tiffany, and they're so happy to see you because you've established yourself as that caring and consistent adult in their life, and that person that they can come to, that they trust, that they can talk to. And, I have expectations of them and they know that, but they also know I care for them deeply. So I think that that's a good part of my job. I also, like we're talking about like the work I do. I also really like the time off for my job. I like that I can be off most of the time when my kids are out of school. And so that helps with like self-care. That helps with a lot of things. So those are like two aspects of my job. I think the hardest part of my job is sometimes you can't remove kids from environments that are harming them. And that's a hard thing to sit with sometimes. Um, yeah, I think that's sometimes that's really, really hard to sit with, is, that they're not in the best or the safest environment, and you do all you can in the role that you're in, but you can't fix everything. And I think over time that has created this mindset shift. If I can talk today, for me, that's where those boundaries in life, or those professional boundaries, have to come in. It's hard. It's hard, and it can weigh very heavily on you emotionally, because we're talking about children. But I think that sometimes that's the hardest part of my job. It's like, it's not a great environment for those kids, and they live in it. Um, and I will say too, is like the stigma a lot of times surrounding social workers is, I feel like I've been in the profession long enough to say that, like, we've come a long way as social workers, where, used to, it was like, oh, you heard the term social workers were baby snatchers, like we're coming to your house and taking your kids. And there's so much more to what we do than just remove children from homes. Like, we provide support to kids, to families, to individuals, to adults, to elderly, to everybody. We serve in so many roles as advocates, but sometimes it's hard to beat down those stigmas. And so treating the people we work with kindness and respect, and really like respecting their values and where they're coming from, makes a huge difference. So I've spent the past 4 years breaking down those barriers with a lot of families. I still have a lot of work to do, but it's been nice. It's been nice to kind of see this shift in the perspective of a lot of, like, not just families that we work with, but also like people who work in the school systems, or community members, and things like that, and then seeing the value that we provide. It's just been amazing. So anyway, yeah, that's kind of where I'm at with that. Okay, so the next question I got asked was, what is like your dream planner or your unicorn planner that you're saving for? There are so many planners I want that are on my wish list. I recently picked up my first Gilio from a buy-sell trade, and it was one I really wanted, like, for a long, long time, and I got a really good deal on it. I'll share that with you guys in June, I promise, but I love it. So that was kind of one of mine. So I would really, 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 really like a Gilio medium Campagna in gold. I really, really want that planner. I also know it's a really popular planner, and apparently if you order directly from Gilio, you have to have like ninja fingers and all that, and that just stresses me out. So I probably don't think I will ever buy like a brand new one. But yeah, I really want one of those. I also love the Vanderspec Janet leather black. I think that is a beautiful, beautiful leather from what I've seen, and I would really one day like to get a custom, and I would like to get it in personal size with undyed stitching. I just think that contrast of like the black and the undyed is absolutely beautiful. And I do want a VDS Stardust Croco. So those are like the three planners that I would just, they're all three so different, but those are the three that I would love to have. In case y'all were wondering, this was my unicorn planner. This was one of my unicorn planners, the VDS Lilies, and I love this planner. Just love it. It's lovely. So I did get one of my, this was my graduation gift to myself. So I did get one of my unicorn planners already. So I'm not sure which one I want first. I'm very impatient, and so I think like ordering a custom is just not in the cards for me right now. But maybe, I don't know, maybe one day when maybe the wait won't be as long. I don't really know. So that's kind of my three that if I could pick a planner to get, I would. But those Gilio medium Campagna golds, they're hard to come by. They're so hard to come by, and when they're in those buy-sell trades, like, they're gone in a snap. I used to think I wanted an undyed, but I'm not really, I don't know. I'm really undecided about like an undyed like Gilio. I feel like they're really pretty, but I don't know that that's for me. I used to have that on my wish list, but those three that I mentioned are my three, like, yeah, I want those. Have you ever experienced a planner funk? Heck yes, I have. I was in a planner funk almost said that word. Uh, I will say that I felt like I was in a planner funk at the beginning of this month. Like, I did not want anything to do with my planner. Like, I was like, you know, planning and putting stuff in it, but you know, usually like at night, like I love laying in bed and like, you know, updating my trackers and like playing in my planners. I don't know, I wasn't feeling it. I get that way sometimes. I think when I'm feeling like super overwhelmed or super exhausted or super tired, I do get into these weird funks. And I've learned that I need to simplify like when I get into those funks. So I did, like, I kind of simplified a few things, and then I added like some really like pretty, like some pictures. We got some like family pictures made, family pictures, and I got some graduation pictures made, and I printed a lot of them off and stuck them in my planner. There's like one picture I'll show you guys, maybe. Yeah, I'll hold it up to the camera. You guys will also see it in my flip, but okay, yeah, I got my ring light on. But I don't know. I felt like a badass in that picture. So I was like, I need to remind myself, and I put that in my goal section. But I also, like, this month didn't like do any like goal planning. I didn't even like do like my monthly plan for my SM plans. Like, I was just in a funk, and I think like I honestly not just in planning, like I was just like in an overall funk, and I think it's affected like my planner mood. Over the past like couple of weeks, I've been reaching for my planner more, but I have experienced a planner funk, and I just got out of one, to be honest with you. But I kind of cycle. I don't know if you guys do that. Like, I kind of cycle through, being like super excited in my planner and, you know, wanting to reach for it and be in it all the time versus like, I don't even look at it at the moment. I go through like little cycles of that. And I'm coming out of the cycle of I really don't want a whole lot to do with my planner. And I've been reaching for it more. I've been in it a lot more. Like today, I've been like in it all day long, like checking stuff off, making to-do lists, like going through stuff. And I like it when I'm reaching for my planner because I really do feel like it helps me stay focused and on track and all that fun stuff. So yeah, I think that's why like I change covers frequently and I change my deco frequently, is in the hopes that I can outrun a funk if I start to feel one. I don't swap sizes a lot. Like, I'm pretty consistent with my sizes, but I will go through and like change deco and stuff like that, just to make sure like I reach for my planner and want to see it. And it helps to have like pictures of my girls and my husband and I and all that stuff, because, you know, I want to see those. Okay, so let's go back to what are some planner trends, opinions that you aren't on board with. I'm trying to think. That's a hard one for me because I don't know. I'm just kind of like, if I like it, I like it. If I don't, I don't. I just keep going. I think this like traveler's notebook trend. I don't get the hype. I really don't. Like, I don't know. Maybe, I mean, like, if they're cute and I'm glad everyone's like super happy, but I didn't get the hype with those. So I just didn't buy anything. And then also I think like the super, I don't want to say neutral, minimal planning. Is that what we're calling it? Like, calling it minimal planning. I don't really know that I would call minimal planning. I don't know. Let me think about this. This one's a hard one. The super, like, I guess neutral planners where there's like no color in your planner. That's not my thing. I think, is that it? Yeah, the traveler's notebook trend that's happening right now. And I love like, I really love like the art journaling stuff that happens. I don't do it. Like, I don't have time. I like eclectic journaling. I like my journals. You know, I got like my Hobonichi, my fat cousin. I like my journals to be like really messy because my life is messy. So yeah, I guess I would love to be an art journaler. I can't get on with that. It's not because I don't like it. It's just because it's just not my jam. So I guess I'm going to stick with the whole traveler's notebook thing. I don't get it. It's just not for me, not my cup of tea. I didn't really understand like that big release that they had. Like everyone went crazy about it. And I was like, oh, those are cute. But I'm trying to think. Because what is trending in the planner community right now? Like, that's another thing, is, like, I like color in my planners. Like, I don't do bright colors, but I do like colors in my planners. So, I guess for me, like, super duper neutral, like all black and white. Sorry, Tiff, not my jam. So, yeah, I guess that's where I'm at. I don't know. What are some trends? Like, am I missing something? That's a hard one for me because, like, I don't know. Like, if I don't like something, like, I just don't like it. Like, and I just, like, go on about my business. That's just how I am. I don't put a lot of thought into stuff. Pocket, you guys remember, was it last year when pocket planners were trending? Yeah, I can't get on board with pocket planners. I tried it, like I was influenced and I tried one, but can't get on board with that. I got on board with the Hobonichi Weeks trend. I guess I don't know if this is a Delphonics or not, but I like it. I got this in a sub from the Planner Spot. I was not enthusiastic when I received it, but I do like it. So I'll have to retract that statement that I made in that video. Yeah, I guess, I don't know. That's about all I can think of. What am I missing? You guys tell me in the comments. Like, is there a trend? Like, what planner trends are there that you don't like? Let's have fun. Let's not be nasty. Let's just have fun with that. But yeah, I would say like the traveler's notebook thing is, yeah, I just think I'm not on board with, I guess was the question. What are some planner opinions that I'm not on board with? I'm going to end up spending like 20 minutes on this because I'm like, I don't know. I really don't know. Yeah, I don't think I have anything else to contribute to that. Sorry. I know you guys were probably like wanting something juicy, but like, I'm like, I was thinking about that for several days and I couldn't think of anything. And I was like, the traveler's notebooks, that's like the one thing that I'm just, yeah, I don't get it. Maybe I just don't get it. So anyway, because yeah, there you go. I think that's all the questions. I think, yeah, I'm all over the place, friends. This is just me. I did put on makeup for you guys, so that's a good thing. But yeah, so that's today's planner Q&A, I guess, in chat. With a live update and me rambling for 30 some odd minutes. Yeah, that was fun. I really like doing these videos. I'll have to start doing like one a quarter. That's going to be the new thing. One a quarter, we're going to do a planner chat. Maybe one day, like I'll figure out how to do like a live and we can all just chat. But anyway, so I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you have any other questions, feel free to comment those down below. I'll answer them the best I can. If you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to give me that thumbs up. Yeah, your girl's a nerd. Subscribe if you haven't already. I'll see you guys in my next video, and I hope you have a fabulous day.